Alright, I'm standing in front of a maple tree in front of our house, and I ordered some actual maple tree taps for making maple syrup, and catch is they're coming from Canada. They're, vintage stuff, $1 a piece, and they're coming from Canada. It's going to take about 14 days to get here. So it's towards the end of February, and peak season should be coming in here as soon as the weather starts warming up during the day. So that being said, I took a $15 trip to Lowe's today and made my own taps. I basically got some of these nipples, is what I would call them. It's a 3/4 to 1/2 inch that go onto flex tubing like this, and it was 15 bucks to get 4 of these and 4 tees. So what I'm going to do is run all this into a 5-gallon cooler that we have, just because that was something that was potable and handy. So anyhow, I just wanted to show you how I did it. It's really simple, really easy. The most expensive thing you would have to use is a drill and a couple of bits. I'm using a 9/16 pilot bit and then a 5/8 bit to just bore out like a 1/2 inch of the hole to make it sure it's big enough for this to fit snugly in there. So that being said, let's get to drilling. Here we go. We're going to drill our first hole. I'm just outfitting the drill with the pilot bit, and I'm using a really long bits, as you can see, but you don't need to use anything this long. It's just what I had handy in the right size. So I've put tape on the bit marking approximately 1.5 inch depth so I don't drill it too deep, and you angle it down just a little bit to give it a slope for the sap to run out, and you just drill away. I just blow the hole out. I don't know if it helps anything or not, but just wanted to make sure all the debris was cleared. Now I'm switching to the 5/8 bit. You can see sap dripping out of that hole already. Alright, just went in about 1/2 inch, maybe a little better. And now I'm going to actually take the makeshift tap. It cost about $2 at Lowe's, and just going to tap it in there with the back of this hatchet. So, there we have it. Here we are with a freshly drilled hole, and any minute now we should see sap damming up and dripping out of it. And there it comes. And there she is. Beautiful sap. All we need is about 40 gallons of that to turn into a gallon of maple syrup. I have all the holes drilled. Basically, I have 4 holes drilled. Each has its own tap, if you will, connected to a tube, and all of those are daisy chained together. So what I'm going to do next is take this one off and run an extension over to this tube over here. Now, this is basically the south-facing side of the tree, and the other thing about it is, if you look right up here, there's a nice sized branch on this tree. In fact, it's the biggest branch on this tree, so there should be a good sap supply coming to this side of the tree, and it also happened to be the south side, which you usually get better yield from. So that being said, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. Now if you look down here, if you trace this tube down, you can see that the sap has already started damming up and pooling in the tube, because I don't have it set up in this jug yet. So anyhow, we will get back to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and make this next connection. At the last minute, I decided to add this 4th tap in here. A tree this size, it's about 22, 24 inches in diameter. So it should be able to handle up to 4 taps based on the reading I did, thanks to Al Gore inventing the internet. Alright, so what we got here is another T, and you should be able to see that right there. I've got another T And what I'm going to do is just sort of undo this one fitting I made. But I should be able to just do that by cutting it. So I'm going to cut it off right here. And stick this fitting in it. Now this is actually, I forget what, it's PEX or PFX or something like that. I think the kind of fitting this is. But since there's no pressure or anything on it, I'm not clamping this. It's all just gravity feed. So, I'm going to break this up loose. It also doesn't help that it's pretty cold out today. So when I did those first few, I actually breathed on the tubes. Breathed out through the tubes to warm them up, and it seemed to make a bit of a difference. Alright, we've got a good connection there now. So, I'm going to grab the other end of this tube and get the last piece we need to have all these connected together. The beauty of this is I can reuse it again next year. I'm sure that these taps, if you will probably get damaged when I take them off. And if they do, then I'll just get new ones next year. But I've also thought about maybe taking the grinder to my official cast aluminum taps that are coming in the mail to make them fit inside of this. Because the beauty of having this kind of a setup is there's no debris to get caught in it. It just runs straight down to my 5-gallon cooler and we're good to go. You know, it's just your typical run-of-the-mill cooler. I have it spun around so the brand's not getting free advertising. But anyhow, it has a spout on the other side, just your average run-of-the-mill cooler. And I'm just going to run the tube straight into the cooler, and then we'll watch it collect. So there you have it, how to tap your maple tree in about 15 minutes with about $15 and a trip to your local hardware store. I'll let you know how it goes.